Last story. That's the last story.
He made a spectacle by living in a receptacle. An environmental studies professor in Austin, Texas, just completed a year of living dumpsterously. Jeff Wilson who became known as Professor Dumpster, lived inside a 33-square-foot trash can on the university's campus. Over the course of the year, he added several amenities, including air conditioning and solar panels. The point of his stinky stunt was to prove that people can still be happy even if they live in a small space meant for garbage, a theory already disproven by Oscar the Grouch. Wilson claimed he wanted to be the ultimate one-percenter, living in the 1% size, using 1% of the electricity, and creating 1% of the waste. Was this a waste of time, Gavin?
Yeah. What was the revelation here? A single guy who's a professor, who's surrounded with young, beautiful women who admire him, can be happy with just a bed. Whoa! Mind blown!
Do you think he had visitors?
Yes, look at him. He's what, an assistant professor? He's not a real professor. He can't have tenure. Surrounded by babes?
He said he was making a point about the environment.
Yeah,
to get
the environment under the sheets. Is what that was about.
Target-rich environment.
Ben, do you think living among garbage helps the environment?
Well, Austin is the epicenter of hipster jackassery in Texas, and so I'm not really surprised by this story. But I do think that he's doing us, a real favor in terms of, minimizing his carbon footprint, minimizing his impact on social services, and absolutely minimizing the chances that he has of ever procreating. Because from my perspective, all that action under the sheets is not going to result in a long-term family relationship for this fella.
I don't think that's what he's going for.
And more power to him in doing this. I think that this is exactly what Austin, Texas needs, more guys living in dumpsters.
Joanne, did you see the inside of the dumpster? It didn't look that bad. I wouldn't mind living there. How about you?
Come on.
Look at it. Look at the decor.
We know I like money and space. I actually think that this is really awful of him because there are some people who have to live in a space that small, who don't get clean water, nice air conditioning, and he is choosing this. They don't get to choose to live that way. Do you know what I mean? Like, they don't get to choose to live in poverty.
So he's the bad guy.
Exactly.
He's the bad guy for trying to show people.
He's airing his white privilege around in front of their faces.
It's the pulse.
Is that
line.
it, Andy? Is it white privilege?
It sort of is, but it's a couple of things. First of all, Professor Dumpster, the people I knew in college who had Dumpster in their nickname, it was not a compliment. The guy had, I figured Gavin would do that. The guy had AC and a space heater. Not impressive, especially for an environmental studies
I know, I was
professor.
surprised, the AC.
Yeah. I did like that he had a little TARDIS on top of the air conditioner, the little Doctor Who thing. This is what I don't like. His point was that he wanted to show he could live happily in a small place, much like millions of people around the world do. Does he really think that all of those people who live in those tiny huts around the world or whatever wouldn't love to have more room? It's classic condescending lefty garbage, thinking something is pure and noble when all it is a manifestation of extreme poverty or overcrowding. And it drives me absolutely nuts.
I'm pretty sure that's exactly what I just said.
It is. What I did was I put it in more
guy terms.
Yeah,
welcome back to guy terms.
The stupid things you do.
You're right. I don't know why people don't just consume. It's not. I mean, we have to consume things. That's what makes the economy go. Okay.